hello to all of my Pisces. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading, Pisces. Let's get right into it. You all are a mutable sign and you're a divine feminine sign, right? You all are ruled by Neptune and Jupiter, right? So you all are used to expansion, right? Expanding your mind and good things coming your way, right? But it also can be overwhelming for you, Pisces, with all the information that's coming to you from the universe. So this reading is going to help you from October the 2nd through October the 31st to initiate change, okay? We are currently, well, first of all, Mercury is no longer retrograde, which, woohoo, that's great, right? Since people think so negatively about retrograde, oh my God, when planets are in retrograde. And also, we are in the first quarter moon in Capricorn. First quarter moon in Capricorn, this is initiating change. So again, this is about getting real serious about your life. Somebody from your past, an ex or somebody is talking real dirty about you behind your back. But hey, it doesn't even matter. It's because they now realize that you were the one that got away. Oh well, right? So let them keep on talking. They're behind your back for a reason. They thought, let me just break it down. They really thought that you were never going to initiate the change to move on from them. And so your new twin flame is coming into your life for somebody. Now, if you're currently in a happy, healthy, romantic situation, please do not go home and start trouble with your person, right? But this is for somebody who broke up with somebody who was like, or had contemplating breaking up with somebody and moving on. That person was with you because they knew that a lot of money was coming your way. And it's sad, right? It's really sad. And guess what? Big money is coming your way. So they're still following you online. They're still looking and peeping things out, trying to see, if you're going to crack or you're going to give in. Don't even overwhelm yourself with this, Pisces. I don't even see your reading being this long, honestly. You're in a season of abundance. You're in a season of abundance, change. A lot of wonderful things are happening for you. It could have even been somebody that you had a child with, and it was just a real tricky situation. They knew your earning potential, so you're this close to coming in contact with big money. So yeah, they following you. They want you to feel like, they want you to be in this woe is me, conflicted energy. I'm not really sure if I should have left that situation behind. They want you to be in that space of embarrassment and fear and nervousness and all of that. It could have been somebody that, if you don't have kids with them, somebody could have been, you thought about maybe possibly having kids together, that kind of thing. But again, Source is trying to tell you, just be more conservative with your energy, because your time is your currency. So be more conservative with your time as it relates to them. If they come across your mind, I'm telling you right now, Mercury is no longer retrograde, so any garbled messages that were trying to come through, as far as it was for them, it was all about money. They saw you as a cash cow. What can I get from Pisces? Because the energy of money is just attracted to Pisces. They're extremely creative. You all could either be singers, you could have a musician in some way, shape, form, or fashion. They know that times get rough. Pisces can put in a phone call and make some things happen for themselves. Plus, the energy of money is very attracted to you. So yes, they were in it for the money, and so you don't even have to. Weigh yourself down with, will they ever love me? Who cares? They had their agenda. That's all you need to know. They had a personal agenda to stay in your life, to create conflict and confusion, and just one day they love you, the next day you weren't this, and the next day. Who needs all of that? Let's just keep it moving forward. Like I said, this is the month. This is the cycle of assertion. This is a cycle about getting more rooted and grounded with your life. I'm not crying over this anymore. I'm not expressing it anymore. When the thought comes across my mind about that tricky relationship, I'm moving on. I'm really getting myself mentally, emotionally, and physically prepared to be very wealthy in all of my relationships, my friendships, my job, whether I have my business or working for somebody else's organization, and my love life. I'm ready for a great life. Here we have the Hanged One, the Queen of Cups, the Six of Wands, the Ace of Cups, the Chariot card. Yep, somebody's getting married. I'm trying to tell you, listen, this right here, even if you were married to somebody in the past, it's going to become so clear to you that they were with you for what they could get from you, Pisces. You should be on this motorcycle, hightailing it out of there. Emotionally getting as far away from them as possible. Not only that, this is what's going to really help you to initiate change and move beyond something you may have been a little stagnant with. So we had the new moon in Libra. That's about looking at your life and saying, okay, new moon energy is about resting and manifesting, hitting a reset button and being very cautious and careful about who you're going to tell what you're trying to manifest this cycle, right? Then we had the first quarter moon, which kicks off on the 2nd of October, which really is about you saying, okay, I'm gonna get rooted and grounded about my life. I'm getting more serious about my life. I want to be married. I want to find my twin flame. I want to be able to remove my ex from my life. I maybe want to settle down and have kids or more kids for some of you all. And I want a family. And so the kids could come in the form of like, kids could be not just human being kids. It can also mean I want to work with somebody. I want to be in partnership with somebody. I want to do something with somebody, whether it's romantically and or professionally, right? So I want my life to change. And I'm talking to you, by the way, if you have Pisces anywhere in your chart, not just your sun, moon, rising. If you really listen to my readings, I'm talking to every planet in your universe, including your MCIC, right? So I'm talking to your south node and north node. I'm talking to everything in your planet if you really pay attention to my readings. And I see you being victorious in doing that. Source is saying, hey, keep believing in yourself. Keep being patient and believing in yourself, because God is shifting some things around in your atmosphere right now to let you know, hey, listen, I'm exposing people who did not have your true intentions. See, I'm exposing their ugly emotions. Somebody feels really some kind of way that you have decided to let them fall by the wayside. There is no chance in hell that you would go back to certain people. And so I see you being victorious at really paying attention and taking the initiative. So around the full moon, that's the full moon in Aries, right? So right now you're in receiving mode. That's the first quarter moon in Capricorn. You're in receiving mode. And so you're saying, okay, I really need to get serious about this. If I really want love in my life, or I really want healthy, wealthy relationships in my life, I need to get serious about it. So Aries, that full moon in Aries is going to give you just the fire you need up under you. And that fire represents you being inspired spiritually, like a person who has somebody has this fire up under them, like, I'm really, really inspired. I'm getting ready to take action. I'm just that I'm just that inspired to create change in my life, right? That's how somebody's going to feel around full moon time. And then towards the last quarter moon, which is around the starting up around the 16th, 15th, 16th, 17th of the month, somebody's going to start feeling, hey, listen, I feel like I made the right decision. If you don't feel like you made the right decision, the feeling is going to be so intense for somebody. And like I said, the key word is feelings. You're going to feel so strongly about something. Either you feel strongly that you made the right decision, or you feel strongly that you made the wrong decision. But those feelings are going to be strong. It's going to feel like, even though we're moving towards last quarter moon, it's going to feel like it's still a full moon for somebody. Like, whoo, I feel good. I made the right decision. I feel like I listened to my intuition. I took action. The reason why this is going to feel like, this initiating change, because these are cardinal signs that we're in. We have Libra, which is a cardinal sign, divine masculine air sign. We have the first quarter moon in Capricorn, which is a cardinal sign that initiates winter season. And it's divine feminine energy, right? So that's why you're sitting down really seriously considering, what do I want my life to look like? And then we had that full moon in Aries, cardinal sign, but it's a divine masculine sign. It's a fire sign. So that's where that fire, that inspiration is coming from. And then we're going to close it out with this last quarter moon in Cancer, which is a feminine sign, water sign. Emotionally, you're going to be in your feelings, whether you're feeling good about something or feeling like, come on, I got to finish strong. I got to finish out this cycle strong. And I see you being victorious at it. But that's me walking you through how you're going to be feeling. Because at some point, somebody's going to look back at their past and go, that's my past. I'm so glad that I'm out of that dark space and I'm up here, and some relationships may have failed in the past, but I learned my lessons. Now I'm looking to the cups that are upright and not the ones that have fallen over, right? That represents failure, or you feel like you failed in certain past relationships. Some people could have been married several times, and you could have felt engaged several times, or felt like I've been in several relationships and they didn't work out. What was it? Source is exposing all of that to you. So again, be patient with yourselves, show compassion towards your past, express to God, thank you. This is, I need a deeper level of commitment. I need people who are not going to be gold diggers in my life, who come into my life for a for the sole purpose of what they can get from me, riding my coattails. This is where you're really initiating change. I need some people who got just as much going on as me, just as much going on as me. And so it's not like you have to be on a stage performing and that kind of thing, but just the connections that you've made that they have tried to tear down. They're still trying to tear down your connections. Poor things. All you can just say is just poor thing. Just for real, just poor thing. That's why they're behind you, and that's why they're in a real dark space emotionally. A lot of them wish depression on you. A lot of them wish a lot of horrible mental anguish on you, and that's why they're in the space that they're in right now. And trust me, here we have, this is what you're moving towards, 10 of Pentacles, Pisces. Impact on your community and the world at large, and big money attached to it. So you went from 5 of Pentacles, where you were distracted and the person was wishing and sending dark energy your way to keep you in a state of confusion and depression, to rise above that. They still down there with all the other dark energies. They down there with this, and see how you didn't even have to turn around. You didn't have to call them. You didn't have to email, text them. People that are connected to them can't reach you. God said, I'm showing you. You don't even have to turn around and look back at your past. I'm showing you. Just keep your eyes right here. This is them right there being exposed. God exposed them. So whatever you believe about somebody, you can be standing in the shower because you're a water sign, right? You can be standing in the shower or taking a bath or listening to sacral chakra music, and their name pops up in your spirit, and you could have a low vibrating thought with them. God is just showing you this is what they're wishing on you, Pisces, but it's already been exposed. So you don't have to be in earshot of the conversation. God already knows that this vault is about to open, and that's why they have them and their minions following you, looking at you to see, well, when is the vault door going to open? When I tell you, Pisces, God is so strategic in the way that God will open up that vault door that they have no access to you. Like, let me give you an example. Let's say, for instance, you have a YouTube channel. Let's just say that, right? Your views and visits may not look as high as some other people, but God is moving around the back end so they don't have access to you in a way that you got deals coming through. You got other opportunities coming your way for you to make money, other connections that you're making that they don't even have access to at all. They're looking at trying to count your views and visits to say, oh, they must be making and bringing in this amount of money every month. They're not bringing in a whole lot of this. God said that right there is just a front. Your YouTube money is just a front for what I'm bringing up on the back end, so they won't even know. They won't have access to what you're making. That's what I'm trying to tell you, opening up the vault. If you decide to settle down and get married to somebody, they won't know who you married because you're not out there showboating and showing off, right? They can just assume what they want to assume. God can put a very wealthy person in your life, like I said, where together you all are making an impact on the universe, your community, and the world at large, and they don't know anything about it. And by the time they find anything, the connections that you're making, the impact, no matter what ugliness they're saying about you behind your back, Pisces, it won't even matter because they can't stop or block what God already opened the door for you. I'm trying to tell somebody, I'm trying to help you, Pisces. Do not get overwhelmed by any thoughts coming up about a tricky past relationship. It could have been a past job, a past ex-romantic relationship, a past friendship, family member that you don't, or members that you don't talk to about anymore. The way that God is opening up the vault, all you need to do is connect with fire. Meaning, write down their names. If it comes up in your spirit, those are the negative thoughts they're wishing about you, that your empire would fall, that people don't get a chance to meet the real you. Toss their name and the emotion attached to it into the fire and release it in love. God, thank you for allowing those thoughts. Thank you for exposing their thoughts that came up in my mind, God. Let me release it in love. Your best revenge is going to be your paper, your money, your coins, the connections that you have. You don't even have to wish anything bad on your enemies. Let them keep wishing bad and let them keep staying down in that pit that they're in. They can say what they want to say about you, Pisces. None of it is working. It hasn't worked. The only way that it would work is if you vibrate low with them. So if you have a negative thought and something comes out of your mouth, God, please forgive me. Forgive me, God, for having that thought. I need to release that into the universe with love. You're very close to achieving your goal. Very, very close to achieving your goal. You want the family. You want the connections. You want all of that. It's coming. It's coming. You don't have anything negative to say about them. Nothing. That's why they're down in the swamp. That's why they're down in that dark swamp with those dark comments and dark thoughts. That's why they're down there. Let's see what else we got going on. They want you to be in that darkness with them. That's right. I am adaptable. See, this number 5 right here lets me know that you coming out of that mutable mindset of trying to adjust and adapt and and just go with the flow about a certain situation of people who talked about you negatively about behind your back. You're like, no, I'm initiating the change. I will open up that vault. That's part of somebody's manifestation during the new moon phase. So now let me get serious about my life and speaking some things into existence. Flexibility is your forte. When life throws you a curveball, you can easily adapt to new circumstances and find excitement in the unexpected change. Be brave and bold in your endeavors. That's it, Pisces. I'm telling you. That's it. You don't have to be afraid of what people are saying behind your back. They're behind your back for a reason. They don't want you to be in a twin flame situation. They don't want you to have a family. They don't want you to give birth to your dream. They don't want any of those things. But who cares what they want? Send them my way. Listen, I'll tell them. Here we have affirmations for agility. That's right. I act with skill and grace. My effort is valuable. I move quickly towards my highest goal. I may fall 7 times, but I rise up 8 times. I am continuously improving. I am my only competition. Daily improvement is my highest concern. There you go. And so if you're interested in that website, it's right there. A lot of people ask me, what cards are these? The website is right there. So take a screenshot and zoom in and you'll see the website for the cards. But who has time for who's saying what behind your back? They back there for a reason. Let your paper be your best revenge. Let the impact you make on your community and the world at large be your revenge. You don't vibrate low with them. That's what they want you to do. And I'm telling you, it'll come through while you're in a shower. You could be listening to music. See, music and water, all of that invokes that creativity, right? And so you're sitting there thinking, you're like, wow, all of a sudden I'm not thinking about this person and that person. All of a sudden things you hadn't thought about in years, that you had questions about years, people's names pop up in your spirit. You're like, oh, okay, God just connected the dot. This is why this person was after me, because this person initiated something. This is the person who started that drama. And like I said, God said, you only have to worry about, because everything is fine. This is what they were wishing on you. This right here. But God said, see this? Everything is fine. You have nothing to worry about. You went through a rebirth. See, some of you all, when you're trying to constantly go with the flow emotionally of things, and just, it makes you come across almost as weak, that you're going with the flow of things, especially things that were meant to harm you, right? But God said, I had to keep you on the low for a while, Pisces. I had to hide you from everybody else. Let them think that they've accomplished doing this to you. Smear campaign on your name, hurting you and all these other things. But God said, no, I kept you here, right here, let you play dead for a while, because when you come out, the way that you're coming out, remember, this is usually the 10 of swords cards, but you see, you went from 10 of swords to 10 of pentacles. You went from woe is me to making an impact on your community in the world at large. You went from victim to survivor to now you're thriving. That's what you went with. That was your progression right there. So yes, you're initiating change. You're saying every negative thought about whoever talked about me behind my back, they're behind my back for a reason. They don't have access to me. They don't have anybody that can contact me that will have access to me. None of them. So the people can run back and tell them, oh yeah, so-and-so's on Twitter, or so-and-so's on YouTube, or so-and-so. Nobody that's connected to them has access to you, Pisces. Again, when God brings you up out of this, you went from, keep in mind what I'm saying to you, you went from this right here to this. All right, Pisces, that's what I have for you, and I will see you all on Monday. Thank you for joining me. Thank you. But that's going to be your month of October. And like I said, we got a powerful change in October. We have the solar eclipse, right around that time of the new moon in Scorpio. But we'll get to that sooner as soon as possible. But right now, I need you all to stay focused and continue. You need to initiate change. That's what I'm talking about. I am adaptable, right? But you're initiating change. That is what I have for you, and I'll see you on Monday. Bye.